It's the Intern Hour with John Leslie. Hello, I'm John Leslie. Thanks for joining me today for the Intern Hour. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, let's get to some rock and roll action now, shall we? Enjoy the show.
Well, as I told you, here he is live in the studio with me, or at least a good facsimile. It is Mr. John Leslie, the one, the only, the John Leslie. How's John?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, Shane.
Oh, so glad.
It's been a great year.
Take a few minutes to talk with us. And the big news is tonight is your last night on WYRZ.
Yes, unfortunately, it's my last night on WYRZ LP. I might stop by every now and then. I don't know what tomorrow will bring, but as far as a month from now, I'll be heading off to Texas and helping to rebuild communities near San Antonio that were devastated by Hurricane Harvey. 2017. It seems like a long time ago, but well,
the aftermath is still around.
It still is.
Yeah. Well, before we get into all of that, let's talk a little bit about your time here. Of course, you came, I guess, was it in August of 2019?
August of 2019. That's right. That's right.
And you took over our intern hour, which runs from 7 to 8 o'clock, and you've been here since then. And you were, let's remind everyone, are you from here?
I am actually from just down the street. I'm not from Brownsburg. You got me on that one. I'm actually from just over the pond there in Avon, just off the US 36, about 15, 20 minutes from downtown. But I'm still in the neighborhood, just a little bit of a drive down Ronald Reagan to get here, but right down the street, all the same.
You got out of college.
Yep.
Purdue,
and actually before that, Indiana State University. So I've been professional college student before anything else. Got in Indiana State right on time, right in 2009 through 2013. I'm sorry, I'm dating myself there a little bit. And after a year, I went back to school at Purdue for my communications degree. I got my BA and I've got my BS. So I've got, I'll put that together. I'm a sheep. I've got the bars.
You're in the right place for a bunch of BS, let me tell you. So.
Yeah.
All right. Now, when you came here, you said, on top of having a job, I also volunteer at multiple places.
Yes, sir, I do.
And you like doing that. You like like volunteering at nonprofits, right?
Yeah, actually, it's something that if you want to look all the way back, I don't want to bore you with the details, but Boy Scouts was where I got my start with philanthropy. Got my Eagle Scout when I turned 18, but I was selling popcorn as a little Cub Scout all the way since the very bottom. I was a little Tiger Cub, getting my little stamps on my shirt, and all the way up to an Eagle Scout after that. Did a lot of work with my fraternity, did a lot of work with Boy Scouts. There's a lot that I've done. And coming back here, up on the north side of town, Conner Prairie, I've worked with them on a multitude of different occasions.
Yeah, and of course, when you first started here, you were, and you said it was kind of a dream to be helping out at IMS.
Yeah.
And
had to work the brickyard for that for 2019. Got to go to the race. Had a lot of fun there, and getting to direct traffic was a new experience for me. I just love getting into new experiences, and traveling around the country has always been my main goal. And any way I can combine my philanthropic duties and communication and love of travel is just the best for me. That's what I love.
Now, did you also volunteer for Habitat for Humanity?
I did for a little bit in August. It was kind of just, I love what I was doing there. But that, and with my night job, it was a lot of lifting, a lot of heavy lifting, putting heavy beds together. That was one of my days there. I spent about 2 hours trying to figure out how to put together a bunk bed, and realized that halfway through I was missing some bolts, so I had to throw away half that I was working on. So, but anyway, it was a blast. It was a hoot. I really enjoyed that. And
then, of course, you're doing your show here. And, of course, we're nonprofit, so doing volunteering for the radio station.
Yep. Every minute of my day has been doing nonprofit work, whether it be during the daytime here, doing radio, or working on the weekends at Conner Prairie. That's my biggest place that I like working up here.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the stuff you've done here. All right, and of course, most of our interns are experiencing the same thing.
Yeah.
That come here. You learned how to take transmitter readings.
Yep, sure did.
What we call DASDIC reports.
Oh, the dance stack?
Yeah.
Dance stack reports. I remember that one.
Now, for the folks at home, what that is the FCC requires us to keep up with all of those weather warnings and things like that. That's the short version. Of course, Hendricks Regional Health is the sponsor for our emergency broadcast system, so we thank them. And let's see here. You got the weekend shows prepped.
I got all the weekend folders cleaned and closed up, and then re-entered every other show in on Thursday afternoon.
And then, of course, you were on the air most weeknights from 7 to 8 o'clock doing what I call the John Leslie show.
Yes.
He was the John Leslie.
Oh,
there won't be another John Leslie.
Oh, I don't know. Every day.
All right, John. Well, once again, thanks for helping us out all this time. And we do nothing but wish you good luck the whole time.
Thank you, Shane. I appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who made it possible for me to be here today, from feel like I'm doing a Academy Award or something like that. Thank you for all my friends and family who supported me all the way through. And thanks to my mentor, Shane Ray. And thanks for having me out here and teaching me how to, handle the radio business. And, most importantly, I just had a lot of fun. Thanks for exposing that to me.
Hey, it's been a pleasure having you here tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, stay gold and keep rocking.